been sentenced to death to hang. We're waking fucking farmers up in the morning. Alright, you want to get it about this height.
Right in your workspace to use a Magpul reference.
Yeah. Alright, got the turkey strung up here by the head. You're going to want to use a obviously sharp knife. You don't want to use a serrated knife. The first thing you're going to do is cut right on the head where the skin of the head stops and the feathers start. So you just want to make a 2-inch incision, and when you do that, you want to kind of line it up with the center, the back of the turkey's, center of the turkey's back. Just like anything else, better to start high and make a mistake. You can always come a little bit further down. Once you get it started though, it's pretty easy because it comes off pretty clean. Gloves optional, but I recommend it. Now, this is my first time doing this, but not doing too bad of a job. I think the lesson we're learning here is patience. We can just apply that to our hunting, I think will be sufficient. But yeah, again, you go wide, you can always cut pieces off afterwards. Pull slowly. Don't pull it too far or it seems like the you get in here when you pull it too tight. You can see those are the feathers right there. That's where they go into the skin. So alright, so we got down to the bottom here. Didn't do too bad for a first try, and we're at the tail. So what you gotta do once you get it down here, you're just gonna cut this whole section off. And just feel there's a bone that is lateral. You can feel it pretty easily. Just put your knife right against that. And there you go. Let's lay it out. Feathers get ruffled up in the process. That's not too bad for a first try. Hopefully I'll get a lot of practice. Nice bird. So you can see here, I started to pin down the back. And it's thicker in some places than others, but again, you know, you do the best you can. And put the borax on it, it'll dry it out. And what I'm doing is I'm taking just little ballpoint pins and I'm placing them about every 2 inches or so, maybe a little bit closer together, up a little higher up. And once I get a little bit further down, I will start to make sure that this is fluffed right. What I've been doing is basically just running my hands underneath it before I put the pins down. And down below is where I didn't do as well here, but doesn't matter anyway. From the other side you won't be able to see it, so just go through this, and then once I'm done with this I'll show you what it looks like. We'll put the borax on. Alright, I've pinned the fan down. When you are pinning it, obviously you want to pin it in the proper place, the way that you want it to look. Do have to practice with it on the other side so you can get the angles right. And then there's still a little bit more meat I want to try to get off of the bottom here. So now we're going to take the borax. Well, that didn't work exactly as planned, but we're just going to dump it all along here. Any flesh part. Stuff's pretty cheap, so what the hell. Use as much of it as you can to be sure you got it done right. Definitely extra amounts on the tail, and you want to work it in behind each of the feathers when you do that. I'll get a little bit closer up. I want to cover the rest of this first. It's a little hot today. I don't want it getting any bugs in it. Again, this is the first time I'm doing this. This may be too much, but I'm sure that it's not enough. So the part that I'm concerned about is the sides. So what I'm doing is I've got a good layer of it on here, and I'm rubbing it in on the sides to make sure it covers up all that tissue. I'm really going to lay it on back here, so. Like I said, try to use your fingers and get it between each of the different feathers. And this will tell you right now if you've got your pins in good enough, because if it comes loose, it's probably not holding it in place tight enough. And as I said, probably use too much, but I know that I've got at least enough. So that's about it, guys. I've got it all covered up with the borax. Gonna leave it like this for 3 to 4 weeks is what on average people say. I'm gonna leave it for 4 weeks, not in any particular hurry, but pretty good job for my first time caping and breasting a bird. I'll annotate all the links for the different videos related to the hunt. But yeah, this is it. I'm gonna leave it here. Obviously cool, dry place, keep it out of sunlight. The cooler the better. And what'll happen is you'll probably want to come back maybe even once a week to check on the tail fan down here just to make sure. Maybe put some more on. Double check to make sure that nothing funky is going on. Obviously if it starts to smell, you didn't get enough of the meat on it off of it. So just check back on it every once in a while, and when it's ready to go you can mount this on a piece of wood or just hang it from a wall. I do have the beard as well as some feathers. Maybe I'll do something, maybe I'll hang the beard on a plaque or something like that, but obviously not a big beard, but it's my first turkey, so it's a big deal to me. So this is it for me, guys. As always, stay safe. This is No More Up For. I'm out.